What's the weirdest thing your partner does that you've just accepted? Story 1. When he's alone, he talks to himself in third person, making comments on the things he's doing. Ladies and gentlemen, XXXX has done it again. He's made the best omelet in history for the third time this month. He's the man of the year. Look at him getting a glass and opening the fridge. Ooh, is he going for orange juice? Yes, he is. Okay, now he needs to do something. But what was it? Ah, right, the toast. The toast, everybody. He almost forgot the toast. Stuff like that. I'm glad he does it loudly. It's hilarious, especially when he gets tired and stops mid-sentence, but keeps doing what he's doing in silence. Even funnier when he starts speaking again all of a sudden. I do this. Usually, John and Jeff are the commentators of my life. Ooh, what's she going to do with this then, Jeff? As always, John. Absolutely superb use of that item in this situation. Story 2. He lays on the floor to decompress, which isn't too bizarre, but he lays down in weird spots and occasionally accidentally scares the shit out of me. One time, he was lying on the floor in the front entrance closet, petting the cat, and fell asleep. I just saw his legs on the ground sticking out from the closet. My first thought was that he had fallen, hurt himself, and was unconscious, but he was just snuggling the cat. Another time, I couldn't find him anywhere in the house and started to freak out, but he was lying on the back deck on his belly, talking to the skunk that lives under the deck. This was at night, so all I see is a man sprawled on the deck in the dark. Scared me silly. Middle son does this. I'm constantly telling him to get off the floor, because he does it in the most random base places, like the middle of the kitchen, between the sink and the cooktop island, or the hallway to the LR. I too am a middle child, and I've been doing this my whole life. Haha. Favorite spots include the little halfway points where a flight of staircase turns, under tables, or wherever the sun is shining. I will say, when my friends and I get Airbnbs or hotels, it makes my life super easy. Instead of fighting for a bed or paying extra to claim one, I just claim a little piece of ground. Story 3. She usually dresses normal, but sometimes she goes through phases where she dresses like people from different eras, like a 70s disco phase outfit, or a 80s rock chick outfit, or a 1950s dress outfit. It's one thing to do this for a day or something. She will do it for like 3 to 4 weeks straight. Ordering clothes on Amazon to make new outfits, wearing the outfits to go grocery shopping, or walking the dog, etc. And then she rinses and repeats every once in a while. She also will obsessively watch movies from that era when this happens. She has been doing this for 20 plus years. She is known in our neighborhood for doing this. I love that the neighborhood notices too. Ha. Like, what is the era of the month, Jane? Oh, we're doing 50s this week. Wanna come over and watch Grease? Story 4. My wife is a neat freak, always cleans up after herself, and is putting things away. However, I noticed that when she runs out of toilet paper, she will just take the new roll and stand it on top of the empty tube, instead of replacing it. I asked her why she does that, and she said, "It's the one thing I allow myself to be lazy about." I think it's hilarious. My amazing, incredible wife absolutely refuses to reload the toilet paper roll. It is complete out of character for her. But it's such a locked-in behavior I have given up on correcting it. At least she isn't putting it on backwards. My husband is likewise a meticulous neat freak, and his one lazy allowance is that he squeezes the toothpaste from anywhere on the tube. I was so shocked when I found this out. The toothpaste is always carefully placed in its allotted spot in the medicine cabinet. But it's all crazy shaped instead of carefully rolled from the bottom as I expected. He uses this habit as proof that he has a free-spirited, rebellious side. Story 5. Anything that could go or fit on top of anything else is called a hat. There are no lids, there are no covers, there are no toppers or caps. We have a top loader freezer. She wouldn't say close the lid. She'd say, put the freezer hat back on. Bottle caps. No, bottle hats. Does the pot of boiling water have a lid? Nope, it is a hat. Wine bottle stopper. Try again, that's a hat. Trash bin cover. Trash bin hat. There are hats, and only hats. Edit. To add that, she's a native English speaker, but her family is Lithuanian. I think it's something she picked up from her dad as a kid, and it just became a habit. She is aware that it's goofy. Story 6. My husband occasionally talks in his sleep, and will also laugh like a little girl in his sleep. It absolutely cracks me up, and creeps me out at the same time. LOL. My partner once went so annoying in his sleep, and when I asked who's so annoying, he said, the government, and I just lost it. Edit. Because this is low-key blowing up, I feel the need to add that we both talk in our sleep, and have both had combos like this with the other sleeping. Another time I giggled in my sleep, and he asked, what's so funny? And I responded, kitten world domination. Story 7. I don't know how weird this is, but my boyfriend constantly talks to himself. He also gives voices to our pets, 2 cats and a dog. Each pet has a distinct voice and accent. Some of them have catchphrases. Sometimes when he's getting ready for work in the morning, I'll hear him having conversations with the pets and himself in all the various voices. It's hilarious and adorable. Sometimes I catch myself doing it now, too. I just assumed everyone did this. Lol. My cat and dog both have distinct voices and they have sayings too. Story 8. Lose her shit all the time. I never thought I would be the organized one in the relationship. But I have routines for where my stuff goes. Keys hang on the wall by the front door. Sunglasses hang next to that. Wallet, pen, and knife go on the table just below. Her sunglasses can literally be anywhere. I've found them in the freezer, behind the toilet in the bathroom, and tucked between the cushions on the couch. Her tiny purse that she carries ID, CCs, and a little cash is the same. It could be anywhere. So when it's time to go do something outside, she's very rush, let's get going now. Until it comes time for her to find the purse, sunglasses, and keys. Then it's stand around and wait, or help her find them. I've started adding 10 minutes to our timelines just for that reason. I find it somewhat endearing, but man, I wish she'd just put her shit where it goes. Edit. Some of you never go outside and it shows. I don't understand this one. My wife will regularly lose or misplace random items. Her phone, TV remote, jewelry, etc. are all prone to just disappearing multiple times throughout the evening. But what gets me is the fact that I will never lose anything, because anytime I misplace something she instantly knows exactly where it is. Like she's psychic, but only with my stuff. And it's not like she helps me find it after looking for a bit. No, she instantly knows. I could be looking for something for half an hour. Mention it to my wife after coming up empty, and within seconds she's magically holding it up, dangling it in front of my face. Edit. You guys have hit the nail on the head. My wife is ADHD as duck. Story 9. I'm a big proponent of farting early in a relationship. It lets your significant other know that you're comfortable around them. My wife, on the other hand, hid her farts from me for years until recently. She had an abdominal surgery, and afterwards she was full of gas, so she was going to be ripping bass for a while. I got her home, and was getting her ready for bed, and she looked at me with horror in her eyes, and blasted bass, louder and longer than I thought was humanly possible. Now, she'll get home from work, step in the house, and just blow me away with a monster she was saving all the way home. I love her,